This majestic landmark has stood here for close to 140 years, on this hill overlooking the town of Campbelltown, and it's witnessed so many changes in that time. My name's Andrew Allen, and welcome to our next edition of Only in Campbelltown. So here we are at Blair Athol. Now, Blair Athol was named after a small town in Scotland, and it was built for a man named John Kidd, or as they called him, Honest John Kidd. Now, John Kidd was a man who was tall, he was energetic, full of energy, and a real jack of all trades, I guess you could call him. He was a postmaster general, he was a magistrate, he was a shop owner, grazier, and was also a member of Parliament. So John moved here in the early 1880s with his wife Sophia and his family. Now, Blair Athol is one of three buildings in this area. We have the kraal behind us, and we have what they call the little stone cottage just up here. So there's three buildings that form part of that property. So now let's go inside and explore more of this wonderful building. And here we are inside this beautiful old building. Now, here is a solid oak and cedar staircase, magnificent staircase. Next to me was a ballroom that the Kidd family used quite regularly for social occasions. Apparently they were right into the social life of Campbelltown. They had magnificent dances here and regular parties, so the ballroom was always well used. And they employed lots of staff to keep this place running. And the families that succeeded the Kidd family also used lots and lots of staff. And one particular lady that was quite famous around the town was a lady named Miss Starr. Now, Miss Starr, she used to have a navy blue dress and a white starched apron. And she was famous for making a cup of coffee or a cup of cocoa and a nice warm piece of cake in the wintertime. And then in the summertime, she'd have soft drink, ice cream, or a piece of fruit for guests when it was really, really hot. So she was always well known around town. Now, of course, there's a ghost story. Any building like this has ghosts. Blair Athol is no exception. There was a family in fairly recent times, a wife and a husband and two boys that lived in Blair Athol House. And one night they heard a girl crying, "Mama, Mama." And of course, there was no girl living in Blair Athol at the time, so that was a bit of a mystery. And another time, they were asleep one night and they heard heavy feet stomping on this staircase. They all came out to have a look to see what was going on, and nothing was there. They could find nothing, and the two boys were fast asleep. So who knows? If you believe in ghosts, well, you know, I think there might have been a ghost here in Blair Athol. Now, we've moved upstairs. Now, Blair Athol has had a few renovations in recent times, and it has some wonderful fireplaces. This is one example of three fireplaces that the building has. We believe that the floor is the original upstairs, and like a lot of old buildings from that time, it has a high ceiling. And here we are on the balcony of Blair Athol House with this wonderful view of Campbelltown behind me. I think the owners of this property have done a fantastic job in restoring it for future generations. And it is, you know, it's such an important part of Campbelltown's history, and we'd like to see it like that for many, many generations to come. We're very, very proud of this building.